Hello. Woo! I've had 1.5 ciders.
Which isn't a lot, is it?
Right, bye.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm not driving today, look.
You'd struggle, you're the wrong way round.
We are. You're gonna say where we are, what we're doing? Come here, Pop. Up.
We're at the Uttoxeter Racecourse today, not very far away. So we came down last night on Friday evening after Rick finished work, basically it is the Caravan and Motorhome Club site at the racecourse, but it's the Camping and Caravanning Club Derbyshire DA Rally.
Yeah.
It's cost us £12 a night. You could have paid for hookup and that would have been £20 a night. But we're not bothered about hookup. We've chosen to be on the hard standing tarmac area. I'm sure Rick will do a bit of a walk round outside just so that you can see.
Yeah, the reason why we're sat in the van, by the way, this is the weekend of that storm Otto. It's really, really windy, so we don't know how much filming we're going to do outside. But yeah, as Heather says, the campsite's a normal campsite with grass pitches, hard standing, etc. Where we are is like the winners' enclosure type of area of the
we're the winners.
Yeah, of the race course.
Oh, we Pop.
And we just wanted to be on the tarmac really because of the dog. It was supposed to rain. It hasn't rained yet. But anyway, crack on. That's what.
And we've had a lovely sunrise. And
yeah,
Rick will put a couple of pictures.
We're really lazy. I've had a few rubbish nights sleep recently, so it's a lazy vlog today. But what we thought we'd do while we're here is, you've just seen the last 2 Mondays, if you're following us, visit IH and visit SNL, showing you the replacement vans that we're looking at. And then following this vlog will be a vlog from the Caravan and Motorhome show at NEC,
yeah,
where we're going to look at a few more vans. So because it's windy and we can't do our normal type of vlog, we thought we'd just explain on this one what we're looking at changing for. This isn't anything, we love Pearl to death, but there are certain things after being with this van for 2 years that we're finding really restrictive. And because vans are fetching daft money now to buy and sell, we're confident that we can obviously sell this van and not lose money on it. Although we'll obviously have to spend more money on a new van. The plan is then to keep that for a good 5-6 years and be able to use the van better. The front end, specifically where we're sitting now, the way that the seats don't work, we want a separate little area to sit and have a table and stuff, and the way that we use the back end, it'll just work better for us with a U-shaped lounge with a bit of a front area. So this is where we've just been seated. You can see the position we have to have the seats in to sort of, you know, sit, if you like. And it's not practical. You can't sit there and put your feet anywhere. They dangle in the air. And also, as I've said in the other vlogs, what we're searching for vans with, having the fridge behind restricts. I can't get my seat back far enough, and it really is quite uncomfortable to drive. I've got a position I live with, and it's fine, but having sat in the IH and the SNL vans where they've got a low level part there, it's far more comfortable. So that is one of the reasons that we want a longer van. And we can also, they have a bigger plinth out here. You can have the table in. Both the chairs spin totally. It just works. So we're hoping that we can sit at the front end and eat and work and stuff, and then have the back end just for lounging about. So I have 2 separate areas. Moving to the back end of the van, and you'll have to excuse the mess, as we call it. We have been asked many times, what do you do with your bedding and stuff like that? We actually just roll the duvets up and lean against them. So in effect, we're working as if we've got a U-shaped lounge anyway. If you imagine, as you've seen on the last couple of vlogs that we've done, a U-shaped, you sit like that, where you've got a bolster behind you. We're just leaning up against these, and you should have bolsters on this van. They should be poppered to that, and then you should have bolsters up there. It's just too much of a faff for us moving them every night when we go to bed. So they're under the spare bed at home, and we just literally stick minimal like this. This is why, if you looked in the vlog we did last week when we were at SNL, with the shelf at the back, we're able to pile the bolsters up there, and it'll work for us. U-shaped lounge does mean that we can't go in and out the back doors. As you'll notice, we don't go in and out the back doors. We're not one of these for opening the back doors and taking photos and stuff. This is up purely because it's still winter as it goes, and we do get a bit of a draft from the back, and it does help massively. Obviously, if you look at the Apollo we did last week, it's all closed off. They have a big flap that covers up and stuff like that. So hopefully with a U-shape it should work a bit better for us this end. We can perhaps even leave the bed made up and sit more down the front end and just lounge at the back end and watch the TV. That's the plan anyway. Right, so I'm desperately trying to be out of the wind, but basically this is where we're pitched up. You can see there's a tarmacy part. There's a few more vans on that part, and then the main campsite is over there. We could have parked on there last night, but I figured the least amount of grass as possible. As Heather said, it was 20 quid with electric or 12 quid without. We're quite happy on here, and obviously you've got the view of the race course there. Again, apologies if this is really windy. So yeah, we're going to go for a wander about, usual fare, find a pub, have some dinner and see what happens on the way. Right, so I'll just give you a quick look at the site itself. It's just a normal, it's actually a caravan and motorhome club site, but we're here with the camping and caravanning club on a DA as per normal. Right, so this is your approach to Uttoxeter Racecourse. If you go into the caravan park, when it directs you in, just keep following that lane down there and it's on your left. And so I'm only doing this now because I'm out of the wind. Yeah, we approached from the main town of Uttoxeter last night from this way, and your sat nav sort of throws you to go in there, but it's not, it's straight on. Nearest pub to the site is a Wetherspoons. It's just the once one actually. We're outside the fire station. There's a really old fire engine in there. It is actually the original Staffordshire one, because the nerd in me tells you that BRF registration, RF was a Staffordshire registration. Well, hopefully you can hear us over the road noise. This was one of the downsides of coming to Uttoxeter. It's quite a built-up town. We walked through the town itself. There's loads of shops and loads of pubs and places to eat, but we decided we were going to go on about a 3.5 mile walk to a local place called Doveridge. Yeah, there's a nice pub there, nice little pub. The only downside is, as I say, the walk is very noisy. You're next to the A50. It's a safe enough walk, it's just not the most pleasant. We're on a cycle path and walkway. But yeah, the whole idea is really, we figure if we do it, it'll be about a nice 6 or 7 mile round walk. Yep. And then we feel like we've earned the fact that we can have a nice bit of dinner and a few beers, rather than just go to the town, where, as I say, there's plenty of pubs in the town, fish and chip shops and stuff. This campsite really is great for accessibility to things. You know, within 5 minutes off the site you can be eating and drinking and stuff. But as I say, we just thought we'd go on a bit of a walk. But it's not the most pleasant walk, I'll give you that. It's the Cavendish Arms. We just decided to walk to a more rural pub than one in the town. Hopefully should be nice inside. They've got a nice selection of beers, which is always a winner for me. And the food looked nice enough on the website, so can we just say, if you've ever come here, go to the Cavendish Arms. I had to check them. It was a really nice meal, and I know he'll never see this, but we got speaking to a guy called Bill, an old guy. Had a good hour chatting with him. Lovely bloke. Bought me a beer as well, even though I refused. He wouldn't take no for an answer. And that was a lovely afternoon. That's all I'll say, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely food.
Yeah.
Lovely
The
pub.
lady behind the bar was really nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely recommend it. Very, very tasty food. Obviously, all homemade.
Yeah.
Lovely big chunky chips. I'm sure Rick will put a picture in.
But that said, I'm going to go to sleep now. Well, we've got a bit of a walk back. Yes, I've had a few beers. Sorry.
So it was about 4 miles there.
We're going back the quick way.
And it's going to be about 3 miles going back.
And then I'm going to sleep. So see you tomorrow. Probably. And as they cross the Melling Road for the second time, it's Poppy in the lead, followed closely by Heather. And Rick is bringing up the rear.
Hey.
Hey. Good morning.
Morning.
It's Sunday morning. I don't know what the date is. I don't think we said the date on this video.
Is it the 19th?
Quickly checks phone. Professional. Yeah, it's the 19th of February. So we got here on the 17th. I don't think we said that. The wind has ceased. So.
But the dog,
yeah,
crazy dog.
Crazy dog. Yeah, just thought we'd sort of fill you in yesterday. We didn't do a great deal of filming because the wind was absolutely horrendous, and walking along the A50 to the pub was just so noisy. Yesterday when we got back from the pub, I'm not going to lie, I was a little worse for wear and proceeded to sleep most of the afternoon, and then couldn't be arsed to get up and go anywhere at the night, so we just watched rare for us, but we just sat and watched TV all night. And it's now Sunday morning. We're usually home by now. I haven't even bothered. We go to,
was it 7:45?
Yeah, I woke up at 7:45, which is late for me. Some of you maybe not, but for me anyway. Yeah, we go to Don Amott's, but they don't open till 11. We thought it might be 10.
It was a good job I checked yesterday.
Yeah. So we're just dawdling about. It's about 10 o'clock now. It's only about 20 minutes to Don Amott's. So yeah, really just wasting the morning. We're not far from home anyway, and obviously it gives us a chance to just show you this this racecourse site. If I just spin you around. It's very, very peaceful and quiet here. There's a bit of road noise, but nothing major, and there is a railway line just over there. It's only like a little rural line, really.
That's Uttoxeter over there, mate.
But can you see Pearl?
Oh, it's the only black van.
It's the only black van, yeah. Could struggle with that in the future. Oh.
Ooh. Don Amott's King of Caravans, price is right and the choice is yours.
So we came to look at an auto trail here, but they've got more Brownhill's Evolutions than Brownhill's have, to be honest. But what? Yeah, so they've got three Evolutions, an Envy and a Chatsworth. CV40 just over there, CV40 there, CV60 there, and the Envy, don't know what the Envy is.
That's a 40.
Envy's a 40, and the Chatsworth, don't know, can't tell. Yeah, Chatsworth's a 20. So, mad. What price they're fetching? Well, that's 60 grand.
21 plate.
For a 21. 20 plate, so same as ours is 57. That was one in the CV club as well. Look, was this your van? So, there is an auto trail here. That's a 6.3 metre one. This is quite an old one though, it's an 18 plate. This hasn't got the U shape. Just hold me the dog.
Oh, but it's got the same.
I know, this is what I'm saying. Yeah. Hold me the dog. Oh. That's the camera. Yeah.
I was sort of going to do.
Yeah, no. So it's obviously, this is the same dimensions as what we're thinking. What was it, a 635 Sport. So the Sport is the U shape. So
this is the SE.
Yeah, this is the SE. So them beds are that long, and then it's obviously got this part at the front, which is what we're looking at. You can see, as I keep repeating, you can get your seat further back, and we can have a little dinette here, and my feet aren't dangling on the floor. So yeah, it's not this model we're looking at. We just spoke to the guy, and they will have one at the NEC next week.
What's the bathroom like?
It doesn't matter, does it, in this one? We're going to look at one next week,
well,
but
yeah.
I'll quickly.
I would think that the bathroom
yeah, it's got a pedestal bog though. That's the only thing. We'd have to look what the other one. Yeah, it's got a drop-down sink, but it's got a pedestal, so we want a bench toilet really. But anyway, we think just by looking at these on the internet and stuff that they're probably not going to work, but we need to discount them. So you'll pick this video up with an auto trail next week at the show. Right, yeah, that was a really quick fleeting visit to Don Amott. We did want to see this auto trail, but the guy says there's going to be one at the show next week, so we'll have a look there. It really probably is just to discount it though, if we're honest.
Yeah.
We don't think it's going to work, but we need to see it in the flesh.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is that it's still round about the same sort of price as, you know, the likes of the ones that are a little bit more bespoke. And,
yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, I know it's got, you know, I think they come standard with, you know, your solar and this sort of stuff. But even so, you know, you're still sort of going to end up adding other things.
Yeah.
Price onto that.
Yeah, I think
so.
We've got a rough idea what we think we're going to do anyway, to be honest, but we're open for ideas still. Anyway, hopefully the wind noise isn't terrible. Come this way. We'll finish this video up here, save doing it when we're in the van.
Yeah.
Yeah. Catch you on the next one. And don't forget, we have got a Facebook group if you want to see more up to date, because these are always about a month after we've done them. But the Facebook group will have seen what we've already done this weekend live, so to speak,
and even Instagram.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I do Instagram, so
so anyway,
you don't get much.
If we're still in the frame, we'll catch you later.
Bye bye.
See you later.